my ideal clients and their problems, who to refer to me and why. I'm Brian Ortiz with Quibly Hub, and I've already shown you a lot of the work that I do, so this time I want to do two things with this presentation. First, I want to make clear who you can refer to me, what kind of clients get the most value from what I do. And second, show you how I actually help those clients convert attention into business using behavioral design, where psychology meets branding and strategy. And hopefully by the end of this, you'll know who to connect me with, what problems they usually face, and how I fix them in a way that gets them real results, profit for their business. That's usually the goal. This is not always, but it's usually the goal. Let's start with the people you can connect me with. They're usually great at what they do, but their online presence, their print material, and general messaging doesn't show it. Maybe it's a healthcare provider or a consultant whose site feels outdated, doesn't build trust. Maybe it's a hospitality business like cabins, boutique rentals that keep losing bookings to larger competitors. Maybe it's a creative professional, an author, coach, artist, or solopreneur selling a product or a service whose brand looks small compared to the quality of the work that they actually provide. And people who struggle with their brand identity or online presence and marketing in general, you will hear them say things like this. People go to my site, but they don't message or buy anything. We get traffic every day and zero sales. They'll hand you their business card and say, I'm kind of embarrassed to give out my website because blah, blah, blah. This is my website, it's not done yet. We still have to fix a few things. It's always like excuses, or they're trying to explain a lot. They're saying that they're working on a logo, that it's been a year since blah, blah, blah is not finished. Some people will open up to you and say that they thought once their site was up and online, clients would just come in, and that's not the case. So all those are good signs that they're struggling with things that I can help with, and these are people you can refer to me. The problem behind it, it's usually that what's really happening for them isn't just a marketing issue, it's behavioral. Their visual structure and messaging, they aren't matching how their ideal audience makes decisions. Visitors don't feel clarity, trust, or confidence, so they are not able to make a decision and they end up leaving without taking any action. So to fix this, I like to apply the behavioral design approach. I like to think design is psychology in disguise because it controls a lot of the things that you do subconsciously. It depends on how it's done, it can evoke action. So here's an example. You open 20 tabs while you're researching something. One of them was a good deal for you and you wanted to do it, but you got a call, then you got busy. Later you come back and you have all these tabs open. You start closing them really quick. One site has no distinct icon, so you just close it with the others and you forget it. Another one that also got your attention had a clear recognizable favicon, and it catches your eye, so you don't close it, you skip it because you remember, oh, that's one that I was interested in, and because it's different, you just remember it. You know not to close it, and then you go back later and you buy. That's design influence and behavior. It's a small detail, but it can define a moment when a company might have gained a lifetime customer in you, or instead lost you forever. So dramatic. But think of all the recurring purchases you would have made, all the recommendations you could have given them, and you didn't. But it happens like this. Decisions are made in a split second. And now let me tell you a case study, a bigger example. Matthew Zimone with Homesteady Health is a client of mine and a local healthcare practice that offers direct primary care in the area. It's a model that's affordable and personal, but it's unfamiliar to a lot of people. And before we started working together, the website had visitors, but few to no conversions. We worked together. to rebuild the experience around behavioral design. Trust first, use real face on the homepage. People trust people. Clarity, one sentence that says exactly what it is and where it is. Choice paths, clear buttons for quick deciders versus people who need to dig a little deeper. Ease with a short video that explains it all. Clean layout and visual calm so users stay longer. The problem before was that some people were going to the site, especially after they heard about or met Matthew, but they couldn't make a decision. Long story short, now people go to the website and they are able to make a decision, and they do. And this started happening within weeks of us relaunching the site. We also implemented SEO into the design, so now they're showing up as the #1 search result for keywords they didn't even appear for before, and on the first page of Google, right alongside Cayuga Health and Cornell Health. Those are massive organizations with entire marketing teams and huge budgets that have been working at it for years, and yet a small independent healthcare provider with the website I built a few months ago now ranks right next to the giants. That's design doing its job. I love saying work smarter, not harder. And that goes to show it's not just about how people think and decide, but it's also considering how machines read, rank, and reward clarity. In my work, I have to balance both worlds, human and computer behavior. So who benefits the most out of working with me? This is my referral ask. When you hear someone say our website isn't bringing in clients, we look small next to competitors, or we get visits but no messages, that's my referral. I help small businesses and entrepreneurs who should be booked but aren't because their design isn't working for them. So to wrap up, the right design doesn't just look good. It's nice when it looks good, and people do stay longer when it looks good. But beyond that, it builds trust, reduces confusion, and makes people decide easily. That's what behavioral design does, and that's what I bring to every project. So next time you meet someone who has the talent, the service, or the product, but they struggle with their online presence in any way, you can think of me and give me a referral. I'm Brian Ortiz from Quibly Hub, and I help businesses look legit, get found, and get booked. Thank you.